I've been playing Rogue and games like it since the 80s. From Rogue to Zogban to Azure Dreams, I went on countless adventures in the land of RNG. Then, about a decade ago, gaming creators showed us that the formula found in Rogue could be applied to other types of games with mass appeal. Nowadays, we have countless roguelikes to choose from, but only the best roguelike RPGs make the cut on my list. On this show, I give each game a chance to show me what it's got. Success means that it secures a place on the Wheel of Rogue, while failure means the game is banished, never to be seen again. The stakes could never be higher. Join me as I give today's game 1 hour to impress. Hello, and welcome to another episode of 1 Hour to Impress. I am your host, Phil K. JC Servant from RPGamer.com, your source for news, reviews, podcasts, videos, and everything else related to computer and console role-playing games from the way back when, right up through today. And this episode of 1 Hour to Impress is going to be featuring Rogue Empire. I'm on my crusade to continue to evaluate every roguelike RPG that we cover that I can get my hands on and give it 1 hour to impress to see if it deserves a spot on the Wheel of Rogue. At least get it on probation, if nothing else, or to toss it out the window. So a couple of shows ago, we tossed out Sword of the Necromancer, but on the last show, we gave a big thumbs up to The Pit, Sword of the Stars, The Pit. So, will Rogue Empire make it onto the Wheel of Rogue? We're going to find out tonight. But first, let me tell you a little bit about this game. Rogue Empire was released back on January 25th, 2019. It's developed and published by Portal Entertainment. You can grab that on Linux, Mac OS, and of course on Windows. I bought it on Steam and it retails for $14.99. You can grab it on sale, probably if you don't want to pay $14.99. But I don't think it had any major DLC or anything like that. The pit had quite a few DLCs. It's cute, but Rogue Empire is just a straight up rogue game by I believe it's a pretty small team. And and in words of the developer or the publisher, Rogue Empire is a tactical turn-based RPG with randomly generated content and heavy roguelike elements. Choose one of multiple character combinations and advance it with unique abilities. Embark on a quest to heal the five kingdoms and understand the mysteries of the first shadow. So we have that. The game was last updated December 7th, 2020, so that's about 2 months ago. Um, it says here it has two story campaigns, an infinite dungeon, time mode, story mode, randomly generated dungeons, items, and events play again and again. So, well, that's good because to be a roguelike, you got to have procedural generation. So, and it does have the traditional roguelike flag here in Steam. And I consider it a traditional roguelike game from everything that I've read. Traditional roguelike meaning that it's turn-based, kind of in the vein of the original Rogue or the Mystery Dungeon games. One turn for you, one turn for the monsters type of turn-based type of game, usually featuring hunger mechanics and all that other jazz. So this is what we're going to do tonight. We are going to play Rogue Empire. Dungeon Crawler RPG is the full title. I'm just going to call it Rogue Empire. Just, I don't know why people feel like lately this string has been, let's make the titles as long as possible. But here we go. And of course, we're going to be putting this up with the 1 hour, clock, because that's what we do here when we give games 1 hour to impress. Now, when you do a new game, there are three different options here. You got Egos's Tale, which is a 20-level dungeon adventure with two bosses in which you play the human warrior named Egos. This campaign is not necessarily easy, but has no open world and is recommended for first-time playthroughs. The Dawn of Shadows campaign is the main campaign of the game. This campaign up to this version features several dungeons, multiple bosses, and a world map to explore. You can choose your character's race and class. And then you have the Challenge Dungeon, which is an infinite dungeon that every new dungeon level adds a random challenge stack permanently for the rest of the game. So as you get deeper, it looks like it picks from a random list of horrible things and debuffs and whatever, and makes your life more interesting as you go along. So we're gonna do the short and pre-made deal and work on that for our to impress. But I do want to take just a quick little trip here into the main campaign and just see what my options are. So you can do male or female. Choose difficulty. A ring of resurrection, but permanent death enabled. So you got a ring of in regeneration, but yeah, enemies have lower death, champions are less possible, character food redemption. Soul essence gathered at 50% of the don't. What the hell is soul essence? Now I get the feeling maybe this one may make it a roguelite if soul essence is something that you can take out and permanently upgrade the account with, but I don't think so. Difficulty is normal, and then you have this other version that's more difficult and gives you 200%. I just want to see the different classes and stuff. So you have Vincian, cat-like folk. Okay, so cat folk, elf, dwarves, trolls, humans, naga, and Atwook, which is your woodsy people. So let's just pick random. You choose your class. War. I don't even know what race we ended up with. Looks like elf by the sharp ears. It looks like a little Princess Zelda right there. We're just gonna do random. But oh, you even get like a little elf intro. That's very quaint. We're just gonna skip that. Little hand drawn picture up there. And whatnot. So I just want to see what the different races and classes were. We'll go ahead and exit to the menu and try just to do the intro game as it's called. And there's no soul. Oh no, there's soul essence there. Soul essence gained at 50%, soul essence gained at 200. So they still have the whole essence here. Time mode adds real-time issues, and we don't want that. And apprentice mode. Oh, apprentice mode disables death, but soul essence and score disabled. So, well, we don't play roguelikes on that kind of mode. There's already running. This will allow for 181 over it again. Yeah, that's fine. We're just figuring this out. It is the 20th of the month of Earth of 6311 since the year of records. Egos, a warrior in the Order of Thalios, was chosen to lead a group of adventurers in a quest to find the fabled Orb of Fate. During an encounter with a strange creature, most of the party perished. Only Egos remained. He was badly injured and lost his broadsword in the final strike against it. But appearances of souls in the area have increased so much that Egos feels confident. The end of his quest draws near. Oh, and here we go. Nice little warrior right there. Now, as with all of my 1 hour to impress, I have taken the opportunity to do the tutorials first. You still might have some lingering tutorial pop up here and there, but I believe I covered the basics, including how to run into the mice. And we'll go ahead and equip our brand new sword there. That's always nice and helpful. And got a little bit of an overworld before you make it into the 20 level dungeon. Oh, we've leveled up. Well, that was pretty easy. You have strength, constitution, agility. Oh, wow. My strength and con are kind of... Well, it says +4. Does that mean I got 4 more? We'll have to check that out, because... Yeah. Magic ration. What the hell is magic rations? How to stash a ration. So these happen automatically. You don't really pick anything here. I'm thinking my constitution must be 14 now because hit points says 31 plus 9 is 40, and that's what shows up here. So I'm thinking my constitution is 14. I'm going to go ahead and take another point of con because I believe in being healthy. And then you pick a talent. And it's like picking cards from a deck. Like they give you 3 cards from a deck. I don't know why this one's locked. Don't know what that means. But an attack against the target applies a -1 strength and -1 agility. Can modify and last up to 20 turns. That's actually kind of cool. For 200 energy, you jump over an enemy or obstacle like a barricade and land behind it. Does not work with dungeon regular obstacles such as walls or iron bars. Oh, that seems kind of cool too. Your focus concentrates, guaranteeing all actions that hit the target to be critical hits for the rest of the turn. That seems kind of cool, but I think I want this one. And you can see we have a character stat sheet that's quite detailed, as you would want from any good traditional roguelike. You have all kinds of percentages and derivative stats here that you can study until your heart's content. The human spirit allows you to pick an additional ability every 5 level ups. Okay. Study target. Studies the target. Any attacks against the target applies a -1. Now, is that a skill I assign? Or is that going to happen pretty much all the time? For some reason, I doubt it happens all the time. Huh. Well, I'll find out, I guess, when I attack something. Oh, hello. What's that? Leather shoulder guards. Might as well go ahead and equip those guys there. Boom. Let's see. Whoops. Killed him by clicking on him. I didn't mean to kill him. Got a bronze door key, though. A wand of unlock with 23 out of 25 charges, it would appear. Just gonna keep chopping at this forest here. It's fine. Okay, so one thing it's pretty hard to ignore about this game is the music. I mean, not that you want to ignore it, but it's pretty kind of epic, especially for a traditional game. So good job on the developers for putting some music with this roguelike. A lot of people don't do it. I mean, granted, if I'm playing a traditional rogue, I'm probably watching YouTube or watching somebody else do a Let's Play. But that's pretty cool for them to put in some nice music. Alright, thought we got some chunksies of armor there. And we got some fur armor. I just want to check our character here. Our defense. Chance that an enemy attack will hit any part of your armor gear. Damage reduction when damage is hit by your armor. So right now we have a 7 for 13%. If we equip this, we now have a 21% for 16 reduction. Ooh, bigger numbers. Really do hope we find a shield, though. I'm a big fan of shields. Tell you what, there is, I thought the story setup was that he felt the world was safe again, man. This is one dangerous safe world. I think that was like some sort of will-o-wisp right there. Oh, here we go. Ask and you shall receive. A nice little steel buckler there. Again, kind of look at our defense here. 17% dodge, 21 to block, and 16 blocking amount. And now we go up to still kind of a 17, but now a 30% coverage with a 22% mitigation. So that's pretty nifty. Oh, you can drag this to the bar for easy use. Well, let us do some of that right now. They do make it easy to put things on the action bar, so that's neat. Not used to using the 10 key for walking around, but it'll work. Wow. Potion of Perception. So lots of random little loot. I like that. Another bronze door key. Oh, I thought that was another bronze door key. Is that a bronze door key? Yeah, mount 2. Oh, I see. It says ×2. It's a hotkey number 1. Good to know. 45 wooden bolts. Might be useful if I get a crossbolt. I mean, a crossbow. Come here, puppy dog. Let me put a sword in your side. Make you wish you were never born. That's what I'm going to do. Scroll of Lock. Scroll of Lock. Locks an unlocked door. No one knows what leveling up this spell does. Okay. Well, and the reason why you would lock an unlocked door is you can secure a room so you can rest in it. All right, so we got some good points of strength there. Con goes up a little bit. Agility. Hey, Peter. Did you forget to upgrade the... Oh, yeah, I guess we could... Yeah, I mean, it pretty much just says Rogues, and this is Rogue, but we could change the game name here to Rogue Empire. At least get the word Empire in there. But everything else is pretty close. Let's see here. So we have some juicy hit points, mana points. Now, we were 40 hit points before, and now this has 46. And then it's going to add 11 to get to 57. I wonder if that was because of the +1 con. Big fan of extra con, so we're going to do more con. Let's see, and we have 57 health. I'm just curious if it's retroactive. Yeah, it gave me 1 more hit point to 58. Woo. Well, hopefully it just comes in handy if I have to save against poison effects. Since, you know, in the pit we die from disease, so learn to respect Constitution a little more. Let's take a look at our map. We're getting most of it covered. We're just looking for the staircase. What you're trying to do here is look for the staircase down into the dungeon. And work our way through. If you're just joining us, welcome. We are doing 1 hour to impress with Rogue Empire this evening. And giving this game a shot to see if it deserves a spot on the Wheel of Rogue. And yes, I have to say it that way. That's in the contract. Let's see. Let's take a look at our weapons. I want to see what this new sword does. 3 to 5 slashing damage versus 3 to 4. 80% disarm chance. Energy per hit is 1,000. All right, let's... No, I want that as my primary weapon, not as my secondary. No, stop it. I don't want a secondary... Oh, okay, great. It's not going to listen to me. Is it really like a two-handed weapon, or you have to like equip a shield in the second slot too? Okay, can we take that out and then put it with this sword? And now we have the bigger sword with the shield, and everything's better in life. Okay. Let's get that health potion there. And it looks like we have a glowing shield right there. Is that a gelatinous cube? Like literally a gelatinous cube. Oh, a wooden buckler shield. So, let's take a look at the shield. Armor. We have, comparing that to what we have now, we have 9% 33 versus 9% 21E. Well, it looks all blue, but aside from the shadow resistance, it looks worse in just about every way. We'll go ahead and equip that as our secondary, just in case we need an emergency backup. All right. This is kind of more of a mouse-driven game. I'm used to roguelikes doing a lot of key, and I'm sure there is a key to go down, but it just it seems like it's set up a little bit to be a little bit more intuitive with the mouse, which is weird because using my right hand on the number keypad to move around means I don't have my hand right on the mouse either. You can bind these keys. Oh, that guy just walked into that trap, and I think he just died. That was cute. But we should show you here, you can change the controls. My only problem with this is it's so big. Like normally you get like this little list of different things you can change all at once and you can see everything. And here it's like scroll, keep scrolling, keep scrolling. Now to be fair, there is like you can do keyword searches and stuff. Um, and I don't even know where to begin with this. Like if I wanted to know if anything was used, there's I guess W is used for last. If I was gonna say if I wanted to use the letter keys to move around, so I use my left hand to move around, my mouse to click on things. I'd have to go through and change the other keys that or the other actions that they have bound to these different keys, and that just looks a little difficult with the way they've got this set up. If I change up, for example, I wonder if it'll prompt me. See, it doesn't prompt me. It didn't prompt me for, hey, you're using W already to switch weapons. So if I go up here to swap weapons now, swap weapons is no longer mapped. So you gotta be careful. This is not set super well. Definitely could have been probably a little better on the key bindings, but that's fine. We will adapt. There's a lot of enemies here, and we're getting surrounded, which in these roguelikes, you really don't want to be surrounded. Always pull them back here and let them come to you. Or pull them. Oh, goodness gracious, I'm outnumbered. We're going to quaff a potion, number 6. I mean, on the bright side, this is some really good XP. Uh-oh. The little guy sneaking up behind me there. You hate to get flanked. And we did get some loot. Ooh, food. We do like our rations. That little thing that just sucks you in is kind of interesting. Just slurps you in, it's fine. Achievement very prepared. Really? Is that like something you can see here? Achievement. Very prepared. So they got all these achievements. Take down enemy while having a very prepared bonus. There's a very prepared bonus. Evil spreads fast in the dungeon law. Enemy spawn rate is greatly increased. Well, that's not good. You are healthy. This might change positively if you eat properly or negatively if you don't. And the magician merchant has appeared in this level. Hurry up and find him before he disappears. Wow. We wouldn't want him to just disappear now, would we? But I also don't know how I feel about being in this dungeon where these monsters are multiplying like bunny rabbits in heat. Tell you what, though, you make some good leveling up like this. All right, we got some good constitution, some good strength. And we're up to decent scores. If I'm going by D&D standards, I'm still going to go for some more constitution. Anti-magic training. Increases magic resistance rating by 25%. Magic resistance is dependent on constitution instead of intelligence. Well, and I've been working on my constitution, so that's good. Focus blow tries to retarget a previous spot of the enemy time after time. Does damage. Looks like if you keep hitting the same thing over and over again, it does more damage. Great constitution. Permanently increases your constitution by 6 points. Oh, wow. I do like having better magic protection, and making that dependent on constitution instead of intelligence sounds really good. Just, I don't know how much magic there is, but my experiences in roguelikes, you can definitely be a powerhouse and think you're Hercules, And then you get to like the 10th floor or whatever floor it may be, and suddenly there's a bunch of magic enemies, and they just tear right through your defenses like a hot knife through butter, and you realize you're not nearly as cool as you thought you were. But hey, we got news armor now. So we now have 32% body coverage, 23% mitigation, and 19% block chance for two block. So we're doing pretty good. How are you doing tonight, Hero Harmony? How's everything going? Come on over here, buddy slime. Ooh, poisoned. Uh-oh. You're poisoned, you lose health, duration 7 turns. Okay. It's not quite the poison that the pit is. Ooh. We all remember how dangerous those rats were in the pit. Jeez, you're just non-stop here because of this floor. If you want to call it a debuff, but this floor debuff is making this floor really deadly. Hmm. It looks like a sword on the ground I could pick up right there. But is it just decoration? Because I can't pick it up. Must be decoration. We've got 71 bolts and no way to shoot them. Lovely. Go ahead and use a potion just to be on the safe side. Yeah, those swords on the ground are just decoration. There's another one just like it. Alright, we found the staircase out. Normally I'd explore a whole floor first, but this is kind of brutal. So let's move on to the next one. You never thought to have seen so many creatures lurking about. All around you had to use every trick under your sleeve to pass through it. Let's hope no one follows you. Fate +3. Fate +3. Oh, interesting. What does that mean, Fate +3? It sounds like one of those character scores. Yeah, Fate. Fate affects every aspect of the game and is usually acquired doing something notable. Well, there you go. We are down to level 2. I ended my my dragon's dogma session a little short because I started to feel sick. I was running into a lot of difficulties. Oh, what kind of difficulties? And were you feeling sick because of like motion sickness? Following the quest lead me to places where I was totally outmatched. Ugh. See, that's just bad game design right there. I mean, especially in a more modern RPG, right? You kind of expect some of that shenanigans in like a very old RPG, but you know, in the new modern day RPG, I'm kind of playing it because I want things to be a little bit more logical. And holy crappy-oly, do I have a crap ton of wooden bolts. Shoot. Spellbook of Nature Regenerations, learnable by mages and druids. Heals a target over time for 1 + 3d2 per turn. Duration, health, influenced by caster spell power and the spell level. Current. Oh, really? Oh, uh-oh. What'd I just do? I just clicked on it. Does that mean I learned it? I was getting sick in the stomach, not due to the game. Oh, well, I hope you feel better, bud. Maybe take some Pepto or something, or some stomach medication. I don't know if you have something there. So I can't tell this is passive or not. Oh, there's my Book of Nature Regeneration. Alright, so right-clicking on it is dropping it. Okay. Can I put that onto the tooltip? No. Is that something you equip? Oh. Now I just... Did I just scribble? I heard a scribble sound there. Oh no, it just dropped it to the ground again. Probably because I'm not technically a mage. Probably really can't do anything with it. Okay, gas trap. Ooh. Just gonna stay here for a minute, heal up. We can actually take a look at our food. Oh, we got it right there, number 9. That will help our regeneration a bit. Okay, I think we're good enough. The key broke. So apparently I used a key to open up that door and it broke. They just don't make keys like they used to. Jeez, I wonder if there's a trap right there. We'll just skip past that. Oh. I'm frozen and I can't move. The text is really big, I'm telling you. If you ever have problems like seeing stuff and reading text on a screen, this game's for you, because you're not going to have that issue here. Ooh, a wooden shield. This one is, compared to what we're using at the moment, 11%, 27, so better percent body coverage, less damage mitigation, but slightly better block value. I do like how it kind of spells everything out, because some of the games don't. And it tells you what the numbers in parentheses. So the way these numbers are written are very typical of what you would see out of Adam, out of what you would see out of a lot of the later roguelikes, probably NetHack as well, I imagine, Ogbond. But a lot of those games don't necessarily make it really clear what those numbers in the parentheses and what all those stats mean. Here it lists it all out for you. So you got a better idea of what you're doing. We're going to go ahead and put that shield right there, because I think that one's going to be a little better. A little better. Game does like its traps, though. Oh, an undead. I don't want to go there. Let's see here. Can I get past that trap? Yes, we can. Can we get past it? Yes, we can. What do we have with these swords here? Very prepared. Waiting in place 2 turns, resulting in 100% bonus to physical damage done. Oh, really? Is that the way that works? Oh, sweet mercy. So if you just stand still and let the monsters come to you, not only are you going to get that first attack you get in any rogue, you're going to get a bonus. Ah, a real shopkeeper. You know, I've heard of these oh, come on, really? I finally get to a shopkeeper and I get teleported away. At least he doesn't look too hard to get back to. Alright. First, I want whatever that is. Large rations. Nice. Okay, so we finally... we found a shopkeeper. Lovely. Restock items. Restock price 460. Price 192. Your gold 242. What do we have? Is there anything we want to sell? Those are rations. Potion of Cold War. Removes and prevents any freezing effects or cold damage. Price 578. Your gold. So if I sell this, do I get 578? I do get 578. Well, that's not too bad. Elemental resistance increases resistance against the elements by 30% for 120 turns. It's a consumable. I think I'm gonna sell it. I just want gold. Need gold. Potion of Perception increases perception used by 20%. Again, these kind of one-time use items, since they're worth so much money, I'm gonna go ahead and sell those. A steel buckler. I think that's what I had sold before compared to. Okay, no. What about this Book of Regeneration? Yeah, we should probably just go ahead and sell that, because we can't use that. Scroll of Lock, learnable by mages. We'll sell that too. Now, I don't suppose he sells a bow. Excuse me. Antidote potion. Oh, good grief, that's expensive. Wow, the keys are expensive too. Holy sweet mother of all that's holy. Oh, hey, a bow. 1,400 gold. Well, you know, you like to think you're gonna find one, but you don't know when or if that's ever gonna show up. So we'll go ahead and make the investment. All right, and that means we probably want to go ahead and equip that as like an off weapon. Let me see here. Can I W swap weapons? Yes, there we go. And then equip the bow. So there it goes into my other hand. And we can equip arrow. Oh, wooden bolts. Does that even work with this? I don't know if that's going to work or not. I mean, bolts really are for crossbows and not necessarily for bows. I said bow. Not enough ammo. So yeah, that's good grief. So I got a freaking bow, but it's the wrong ammunition type. I should have thought that through. Let me go back up to him and see what he sells. I think he sold some arrows. But I'm just imagining they probably cost an armament league at a first bow. Arrows plus 1 is 112. And do I only get one arrow? Like literally get one arrow? Ooh, this Morningstar looks pretty cool, but it cost a whole bunch. We can go ahead and sell some of these things, but that's only going to give us a small amount of money. Oh, it's 75 wooden arrows for 112? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, we could use some range. We don't need wooden bolts. Thank you for offering. But we could definitely take... I just like to have that ranged option for when I need it. So let's go ahead and test it on this. Gotta equip the arrows. There we go. So we shot the barrel for... Oh! Oh, it gives me my arrow back from shooting it. Okay. I'm about to say, there's a bunch of arrows inside. No, it's just the arrow. Die. Everything dies. Ooh. He screamed really loud when he died. We got 4 more Constitution, so that should put us up to 23 Con. We got 16 Strength, some Agility, Perception, Agility. We know Fate's supposed to help you with a bunch of stuff. Could always go for another point of Strength. Let's go for the Fate. All right. So our things that we have: first aid. You learn how to heal some wounds for a base amount of your 15% your maximum health plus 1d6 per character level. In addition to this, there's a 50% chance to remove a poison, freeze, or burn effect. Cooldown 120 turns. Situational. Reduces trap effect by 40 and disarm chance by 50. And Warrior's Vengeance. The more damage you sustain, the more damage your character inflicts. Up to near double damage at 1 hit point. Wow. Well, those are all really good deals. We're going to go for survivability. Now that one definitely puts a skill on the tap, so I don't... What am I poisoned? 5 more turns, okay. Suck it up, Buttercup. You can do this. You can make it through. Ah! Die. Everything dies. Steel short sword. Okay, let's just say for sake of argument, not that this bothers me anything, but is there a way to make that text smaller? Camera distance. Oh, you can pick how far out the camera zoomed. That right there will maybe help the text. Limit Twitch frame rate 30. Type channel name Twitch. Really? RP Gamer. Show chat. Well, this game lets you show chat? Seriously? Is that a thing? It's got the song name there. Oops. Wrong button here. Oh, crud, I started the timer over again on accident. I think we were down to like 30 minutes left. 24 minutes left. Okay, we're down to 24 minutes left. Give me 1 second. Let me fix the timer. Sorry about that, guys. 24. Okay. Um, oh my gosh, it shows the chat down here at the bottom. Look at that. And in fact, let me move my picture over. Peekaboo. Isn't that cool? It's like integrated into the game. Let me move my picture over up to like here. And you can see there's a vote count, whatever that means. I don't know what the vote count is. Can I vote myself? What's the what's the vote count? I don't even know what the vote count is. I just put a thing in there. That's pretty cool though. It has the chat right in there into the game. How cool is that? You don't have to get like an OBS plugin or anything along those lines. It just puts it right in there. Yeah, I don't know. You'd have to Google it up. You can change the track, melee animation speed, restart tutorials, battle text, classic, modern. Let's do modern, see what that looks like. Playstyle mouse oriented. We don't mess with that too much. Special events, enable auto unlock. Huh. Oh, I see. The modern kind of puts it to the side, I think. I'm not sure if I like this text better, but it's interesting. Wow. I mean, it's kind of nice. I can just see the chat right there in the game itself. I don't have to look at like my iPad for the chat. Ooh, an evil archer. Uh-oh, an evil deadly archer. That's like a champion. And he's not going down easy. Wow. Oh no, I died. No. No. The RNG judges heal you. Yeah, that's kind of frustrating. You just run into that boss and he hits really hard, and I just wasn't kicking out enough damage, and then somebody else walks in and gets in on it, and I couldn't get out, you know. And unlike like Sheeran, it's not like I have a whole bunch of it wasn't like I had a whole bunch of get out of jail free cards, you know, or like items you could use to get yourself out real quick. But definitely be careful around anything that looks like it's glowing like a champion, I guess is kind of the lesson. I don't know if it would have helped to maybe attack him from a distance. It's like, yay, I really wanted to start all over again so quickly too. Oh, A pickaxe, equipable, useful for making small shortcuts and finding small treasure, can break when used. Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing because I was really getting into that. And I mean, you got to deal with death in these roguelikes, but and that healing potion I had just wasn't nothing like the healing potions weren't like I quaffed a healing potion and it wouldn't keep up with the damage, you know. So you know you're hosed if your healing potions can't keep up with the damage the enemy's kind of kicking out there, right? And you're like, oh, I got all this armor, I got my damage mitigation up to here, and it's like, no, no, you don't. You're dead. Come on, you stupid ass dogs. You're like, no. Oh, yay, more wooden bolts. Now that I don't have a bow again. Thank you, RNG. Okay. Yeah, so that's, like I said, that's a little disappointing, but what can you do? Oops. Eat the apple. Thank you very much. The RNG judges heal you. Wow, this guy doesn't want to die. Leather pants, leather boots. I will say I didn't have leather pants before. 18, 20, block chance of 19. There we go. And we're back up to level 3 now. 18 con. Agility. Influences dodge chance, range hit chance, physical crit damage, modifier, range attack, and speed. One more con. Die, doggy, die. Everything must die in the dungeon. We're here to revenge the last guy who was here. Who's no longer here. Ah! Yeah, it's kind of interesting if you just stand there and they come to you, then you can get a nice level. So if you do 1, 2, you can see there's a little sword icon here, and that's my very, very, very prepared bonus. That would probably been a lot more epic if I had actually hit. Oh, I'm getting my butt kicked again. Uh-oh. 1 damage for 2 more turns. Gonna try to get some health up by just sitting here. Get up at least to 75% of our hit points. At least I don't have, you know, enemies coming out of the woodwork here. Let's see here. Oh, that's energy. That energy. So the energy gauge at the top slowly goes up. I'm sure it's modifiable, you know, with whatever upgrades. But actions take, you know, different energies. My attack action takes like 900, and when it hits 0, it's the enemy's turn. That's kind of interesting. That's an interesting concept. Oh look, vote count +1. I don't even know how I did that. Blah. Blah. Ouch. Oh my gosh. Everything hurts so much. Gonna rest some more here. The energy bar at the bottom goes up really slowly. Okay, so we're gonna eat something. We'll go ahead and eat this medium rations. I like how I mentioned food and certain other people in the room quickly look at me. Food? Food? Did he say food? You feeling any better, Peter? Okay, we got some more cons, some more strength. I don't even know what magical rations are. I'm afraid to ask what magical rations are. We'll go ahead and take the point of strength this time. Demoralizing shout. My reduces enemy injury by 500 for the next 3 turns and a race of 2. Study target. Studies the target. Any attack against a target applies a -1 buff. I'm gonna figure this one out. Abilities. Study target. I mean, you don't drag it. Let me Google that. I'm just kind of curious real quick. I'm just gonna Google that up. Study target. Study target 1, and this is Rogue Empire. Rogue Empire. I'm gonna read your comments in just a second. I just wanna see what the study target skill does, because it's driving me crazy. Any attack against target applies a -1 modifier. Yeah, but does that work against anybody you hit? Is it ranged only? Is there like a Oh, it's gonna drive me crazy, right? Because it's passive, so it gets applied anytime you fight a foe, according to developer. Developer answers forum comments. That's also a very nice touch. So yeah, welcome, Doomerang. This is actually Rogue Empire, and it got rolled up randomly on the Wheel of Rogue for us to give 1 hour to impress to see if it deserves a spot on the Wheel of Rogue. So we got less than 10 minutes left on the timer, which means we've been playing for 50 minutes. And so now's a good time, as you guys have been, some of you have been watching me for a while. Start collecting your thoughts on this game and feel free to share them there in the chat. What's kind of neat about the chat integrating to the game like this is when I move this over to YouTube, your chat's actually going to be part of the video, which is nice. I know you can do that with certain OBS Twitch plugins, and that's something we're going to be looking at down the road, but it's not something we've gotten around to actually integrating just yet. I've seen Hero Harmony do it on his, where it kind of pops up on the side, which is really nice. Let's see here. I don't have a whole lot to sell except maybe those pickaxes. Probably we can get rid of those sandals. Definitely use some more rations. His gold price. Your gold, you're broke. Okay, I can't buy anything from him because I'm broke. Yeah, I was mentioning that, earlier, Doomerang, that the music for a roguelike in particular, especially a traditional roguelike that, I mean, Hades, of course, has its sound, but yeah, you don't, the traditional roguelikes, the turn-based roguelikes almost never have background stuff. I can check what I use for chat. Yeah, I think for your chat, Peter, like that I think that's like some of the I forget what they're called. Not plugins isn't the right word, but um, I know there's a way to do it, and it's not the most difficult thing in the world, but it's one of those things we were just probably gonna do like in a few months. In the meantime, I've just been using my cell phone to keep an eye on chat usually, but it's not. But then when I export this to YouTube, of course, the chat is no longer, since it was never on the screen, it's not something anybody on YouTube could, see that chat. People rewatching on Twitch will see the chat if you rewatch it there on demand. So we continue to work our way through the dungeon. You could try to kick it. Well, yes, we could kick it. You can kick the door with the kick action. It's a good thing I did, because that's the exit to the next floor. Well, that's some pretty strong poison from that guy. We'll go ahead and heal up before we go down to that floor. All right. The crowd loves you. The RNG judges fills your pockets. Yay, because we're broke? No, I don't know if the people liked me or really it was just a pity by the DM there. Oh my gosh, the background music's really epic right now. We are down to about the final 5 minutes. So definitely start putting your comments in here. Do you think that this game deserves a spot on the Wheel of Rogue? Or do you think I should banish it to the land of never to be seen again? Which is what we did with Sword of the Necromancer. I need to heal up just a bit. Yeah, it's a Streamlabs web link of something or rather. Yeah, Streamlabs. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah, because I've looked into it. I've looked into it before. Ugh, this guy's gonna keep attacking me. Come on down here, buddy. You gonna come down here? You gonna make me come up there? You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. What the hell is attacking me? Oh, it's poison. Gosh, I'm getting poisoned a lot. Usual peashish. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of enemies there. Remember, boys and girls, step back and take care of them one at a time. Got through those guys okay. Potion of Intelligence. Wonder if they usually aren't permanent. Ah. Die. 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 We'll use a potion there. Oh, and there's a vendor. So, for me personally, I feel like potions that increase my intelligence by 20% for 120 turns, that's worth selling. Like, I'm never really going to use that. Increases your fate by 20%. Again, I just sell those. Potion of Strength might be good for a boss. We'll hold on to that. We don't use mana, so we can go ahead and sell the mana potion. And yay, 4 arrows. Yippee-ki-yay. What we do have is 65 wooden bolts. It'd be really nice if Pumpkin here sold a crossbow. No, he sells a steel musket. For 11,000 gold! Holy crap, holy! I think not. He does have an apple, though. Oh, for 8? I'll buy an apple for 8. It's like the first cheap thing I've seen in this game. Recharges a wand. Oh, that would be pretty cool if we use a wand a lot. I think we did have... I thought we picked up a wand, but now I don't see it on the sell list. Look at my character's inventory. Wooden ring. The wooden ring doesn't do anything. It's just there for looks. Ooh, that shield looks nice. 48 armor points, 12% body damage. Price is 1,400. So I would need to like sell like this potion of strength. And your gold. Aha! I have just enough. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Armor. Yeah, I mean, because compare that to what I got here. We're going to get 3% more coverage. Ooh, a lot more armor points and damage mitigation and block value. And if we take a look here, we have a 14 dodge, 18 block coverage, and 20% mitigation. So if we equip this guy, oh, really? It puts it in the off slot. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Get out of there. Oh, for the love of Pete. I don't want to hold this shield anymore. Get it out. Really? Oh, for the love of all that is holy, let me unequip an item. Thank you. All right, little bit of a, that was probably a little bit of a bug there. All right, so 14, 21, and 24 versus 14, 18, 20, so 21, 24. So yeah, that definitely works better. And given how we got our butts kicked armor before, I wish we could find some body armor. I haven't really found any body armor yet. I can't afford to buy anything else from Pumpkin. So we're down to the final few seconds here and an hour to impress. I'm just going to sell this shield while I'm here just to keep my inventory nice and light. Yeah, we definitely need to do more dungeon diving. So what do you guys think? Put in your final thoughts. We're wrapping up the show. And as we're going to wrap up the show, of course, as we always do with our final thoughts, to give you its judgment on whether or not this game is going to stick on the wheel. But do keep in mind, if you're watching on Twitch in real time, there's going to be more fun after the show. I'm not leaving. But we will run the credits and everything like we always do for the YouTube recording. So don't go anywhere. We're going to pick that guy up. Potion of Spell Power. Yippee. Give me what's in that box. Nothing in the box. All right, our time with the game is up. Oh, right when we leveled up, too. What do we got here? More con. What is this? Two whopping hit points when I get 119. What does that do for anybody? Let's take another point of strength. Whirlwind attack. Your character moves up to 3 tiles away, striking any foe near the path chosen, damaging them with a 150% damage bonus modifier. Colossal Strike, a massive attack on target that has 4 times damage but uses twice the energy of a regular attack. So that means they'll get 2 turns afterwards. And advance 2 weapon of combat. Ooh, so that's away striking at any foe near the path chosen, damaging them with 150. Yeah, I think I'll go for this one. And is this a bad guy to practice on? Okay, I know we're wrapping this up, but I can't help myself. Just want to know. Path blocked. Okay, what about right to there? Target tile needs to be free. What if I do this? Oh my gosh, he does like this, and it totally killed them both. That was funny. Okay, cute. Cute, cute, cute. So you do get a couple of skills here. It doesn't seem to be super skill focused like Tales of Maj'Al, but there are a couple of cooldown skills at the bottom, like Tales of Maj'Al, that you can pick up as you level up. Okay, let's give it a judgment. Let's go ahead and save. Go to our menu here and do our judgment. So, what do we think? Doomerang says, read the comments here. Doomerang says it's worth it for the main soundtrack alone, and Peter says, I vote it gets a spot on the place of the wheel. What's the final verdict? So, you know, at first, my first impression, especially when playing the tutorial and stuff, is that it looked a bit cartoony. And there's another game on the list. I don't know if we get 1 hour to impress yet, but if you watch me play like some of that, because I think it came from the wheel one time, I'm not a big fan of the cartoony look. I'm fine with pixel art, but I'm not a big fan of like cartoonish, unless it's done really cool. I mean, I know it's very subjective, but I didn't care much for the look here. The animations, there is none. Your characters go poom 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 poom. I mean, whatchamacallit does that. Sheeran has beautiful animation by comparison. The doors open real nice. Right, if you watch the doors open in the dungeon, they open up real nice. Why can't my characters do that here? With that being said, none of that's really a big deal in traditional roguelikes. What matters actually more is the gameplay and how that goes. And in playing it for 1 hour, we went through some dungeons, we got into some encounters, the exchanges were pretty good. There's a lot of stats to go through. We found cool items that were making some passive things on our character. I don't think none of it was mind blowing necessarily. The leveling up is kind of cool with the cards that give you abilities. That's a little different, and I like that ability to, like, you have 3 different cards, and some of those are passives and some of those are actives. I honestly will tell you, like, when it comes to gameplay design, passive bonuses aren't exciting. This is one of the problems with like World of Warcraft. Half the bonuses in that game are passive. The things you get from leveling up are passive. Who cares if my intelligence goes up by 5 points and my fireball does 3% more damage? You know, I mean, okay, add it into the pot. Probably still takes me 2 fireballs to kill an enemy anyways. But the enemies are getting stronger anyways, and their numbers are going up anyways. My numbers go up, their numbers go up. Passives do nothing for me. What makes leveling up cool in RPGs is when I can pick different skills that give me tactical options in the combat. And there's and that's one of the things that makes Tales of Maj'Al stand out, is that there's a lot of active skills you can pick up that are on cooldowns that add depth to how you're playing your character. We're kind of seeing glimpses of that Rogue Empire here, and I think that's pretty cool. And we're not even playing a wizard. We're just playing a fighter. A wizard usually also brings that to the table. So I think the gameplay, I think it warrants further investigation. I think what really cinches this for me, and you kind of know my verdict now, yes, it's going to get on the Wheel of Rogue, because I think what really cinches it, it's going to get on the Wheel of Rogue, at least on the probation status. But I think the 2 things that really push me over the edge on this one is the rocking soundtrack. And I do love the fact that it does have the little chat integration. This is one of the big things I like with Sheeran the Wonder. Now, Sheeran the Wonder doesn't have chat integration, but it does have the overlay specifically for streaming mode that lets you guys see everything that's in my inventory and everything like that. I think that's a great nod to the streamers and stream watchers, and it just enhances the experience. And I think that's one of the things that makes Sheeran fun for me to stream as a streamer. And a Rogue Empire, having the chat show up there on the side and integrate as part of the game. I don't know what that little voting thing does. I'll have to look that up in a bit. But I think again that enhances the streaming experience. And when I judge on whether or not something's going on the wheel, I'm not judging necessarily whether or not I think the game is going to be fun. That's a big part of it. But I'm judging whether or not it's going to be a good streaming experience. And with traditional rogues, that can be a bit tough because they're not the most exciting games in the world being turn-based. But Rogue of Empire spices up the pot with good music that stream listeners, even during is like, yeah, this is rocking, and the chat that's in there. So I think that gives it a further push because my initial impression is it's a competent, as far as the gameplay goes and the dungeons go, they seem pretty well balanced. It's a somewhere between competent and good game so far. Now, if I spend more time in it, it might end up being a very good game or it might end up being pretty unbalanced. We'll have to see. It's just 1 hour. But the good, competent to good, probably not by itself, may not have been enough to put it on the wheel. But the music and the Twitch integration, very, very nice touch for streaming. Well done there, guys. I already forgot the name of the developer, but good job on that, guys. Really think that's a great job. So, with that being said, Rogue Empire does have a spot on the wheel on a probationary basis. Thank you so much for watching our show. If you're watching on Twitch, hold on tight. After the credits, we will have more fun. For those of you on YouTube that are listening to all this and watching along, thank you so much. We really appreciate you taking the time and exploring Rogue Empire with us. As always, this is Phil, aka JC Servant, your humble servant in adventuring, wishing that all of your adventures have music as good as Rogue Empire. Have a good day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever.
When I see your face, I feel a sun inside me.